Hey there, my name is Scott with 39 Forks Publishing. I am here to teach you how to play Zoo Rollout. This is the Zoo Rollout tutorial. I designed this game with my son, Frank. He was co-designer. Very excited to show you how to play.
Hi there, my name is Frank. My dad may have already told you my name, but I'm the co-designer of Zoo Rollout.
Alright, so ready to start.
Donna.
You play as the animals.
Yay!
Green dice, the 4 green dice are the animal dice. The zookeeper dice is the zookeeper. That's you're playing against the zookeeper. Now,
Boo, Zookeeper!
so to get started, you roll all 4 dice for the animals. I got 0, 0, 4, and 1. So I want to get these animals escaped out of the zoo, off the 8x8 grid. So I've got 2 zeros. I can move the bunny to the 0, and a 1 and a 4. I got now.
Camel can go.
Red fox on the 1 that way, and the camel that way.
Dad, free
And
space.
you can move diagonally.
Yes.
I'm gonna get to the free space. I'm also gonna take this kangaroo and move it to this 0 over here. Now I could put it on this 1 right here too, because it can go that way, but instead I'm gonna move it over toward this 0. Now, as Frank noted, right here, the red fox has a free space next to it. So the way free spaces work is you can jump onto them freely, but not off of. Otherwise, you can only move 1 space per turn. All right, so that's the first half of the turn. Now it's the zookeeper's roll. Zookeeper just rolls 1 black die. 2. Zookeeper got a 2. Now,
Zookeeper got
as
that
the
too.
players, we get to choose 2 2s to turn over. So I don't have any animals heading toward this 2, so it's a good strategy to turn that one over. That locks down that square. That means animals cannot land on that one anymore.
No.
I don't want to turn this one over because my fox is kind of heading right there. I'm going to turn this one over as well. All right, so now that's 2 2s, and the zookeeper's roll is over. Now it's the animal's turn again. So 5, 0, 1, 4. These guys can both move to the 1. Diagonally is okay. 5, 0, 1, 4. The fox has nothing over here. And look, the camel has a 5 right here. That's kind of nice. So the camel moves that way. Boom, that turns over for the animals. Here comes the zookeeper. 3. So fox is heading that way, so I'm going to turn this 3 over. And nothing's coming up this way, so I'm going to turn this 3 over. Animals roll again. 7, 9, 3, 1.
Fox is a 9.
Fox has a 9. Oh. Rabbit and bunny also have that 9. And look, camel has a 7.
Geez, they're all on the outer board.
Now they're all in the outer rim, so they need to roll that number again on their next turn to get off. Notice this free space on the rim over here. If they had landed on that, boom, they're off.
So
But
technically, if there's a 6, the fox is off.
a 6? No, he has to roll a 9 again.
I know, but I'm saying if he rolls the 6, he can go into the 6, but then he can also go into free space and get off.
Oh, right. Yeah, good point. The fox could go, if he rolls a 6, he could go there,
So-
jump to the free space and go off. That's a good
The fox needs either a 9 or a 6, the bunny and kangaroo need a 9, and the camel needs a 7.
All right, good. So now it's the zookeeper's roll. 1. So it's easy to choose at this point because we just want to choose things that are nowhere near. So that one we're going to lock down, and not this one because that's
Put it
potentially
in the
way
path.
off. Here's another one.
Do that one.
Let's go with this one right here.
Wow, that's actually the one I pointed to on the screen.
Okay, cool. So, animal's turn. 3, 3, 3, 9. Oh,
9!
fox is off with the 9.
Yay, and so is the
And
bunny
so are the bunny
and
and
kangaroo. Yay.
Just the camels left.
Please don't be a 7.
Zookeeper gets 5, so he's going
Yay.
to turn over 5s.
Doesn't matter which 5 now.
It doesn't really matter unless the camel got extremely unlucky in this long series of rolls. All it needs is a 7, and he got it. 7. Boom.
We win!
So the animals win. Now that's level 1. That's the easiest level.
That's level 1.
As you move up in difficulty, what happens is the animals need to go off all different edges.
And
So the kangaroo would have to go off this way. You can choose which one goes where, but for example, the kangaroo would go this way, the camel has to go this way, the bunny has to go this way, and the fox has to go that way. That's one thing that makes it harder. Another thing that makes it harder with ramping up is that every time the zookeeper rolls, instead of only choosing 2 cards to turn over, you might be choosing 3 or 4. So obviously, when you get to level 10, what happens there is the zookeeper locks down 4 cards every time you roll the zookeeper down.
And even we haven't beat level 10 more than one time.
We've only beat level 10 once. Also, animals on level 10, animals have to escape off the different edges, like I just showed.
Well,
And the other factor in defining the levels is you only get to use as many die as there are animals on the board. So in that last scenario, when the kangaroo and bunny and fox were all off and the camel was right there, in the harder levels you would only get to use 1 die. So one way to remember that is to put the die next to the animals when they escape. So now I would only have 1 die to roll that 7 instead of all 4. So one challenge we have for you, start with level 1 and try and win all 10 levels in one sitting. We have only done that one time. And that's Zoo Break. Let me look at the instructions again real quick in case there's any rules I want to run through. Oh yeah, the one thing that didn't happen in my sample play was that, let's say I was the camel on the 4. If all 4s get locked down, that means the camel, that animal, would have to go back to the central cage. Now, it's not game over. You can still try and get off on a different path, but that card is locked down, and he's got to start back over at the central cage. He or she can.
but the cool thing is, when you have to start back there, you can choose which square to start back at.
That's right. You can go into any square in the central cage and start over. You lose if all the escape paths are blocked and there are animals still left on the board. So,
Oh, that's how you lose.
and that's it. That's how you play Zoo Rollout. We are excited for you to play it. Please post some games and images to social media with the hashtag Zoo Rollout. We can't wait to hear from you about how you like this game. Thank you very much for playing.
Is the board. Dad, move your hands. I'm just
So there's
Taking
the setup.
clear. Dad, I'm doing a clear board.
All right.
Done.
All right, next.
Back on you.
Once you got it set up, you want to put the animals in the cage.
Animals in the
So you got
cage.
bunny, camel, red fox,
Personally, my favorite's the red fox.
kangaroo. That red fox is pretty cool.